I arrived at Bole International Airport at 6:30 in the morning on an overnight flight from Singapore. My onward connection was not until 9:30 at night. This means I had 15 hours in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. On long layovers, you get a complimentary hotel stay by Ethiopian Airlines. When I originally checked in Singapore, I received a voucher, which now in Addis Ababa I had to take to the transfer counter. Here I got a voucher for a free transit visa for Ethiopia. Immigration was very quick. There was not much of a queue this early in the morning. Conveniently, there is no need to pick up your checked luggage. Now, this airport began operations in 1962. In 2018, last year, they saw over 12 million passengers. Along with Ethiopian Airlines' rapid growth, this airport also has been expanding. Just before leaving the secure area, there is a desk on your left side, which is to arrange transportation to your hotel. I waited here for about 5 minutes until the attendant told me that the shuttle to my hotel is there. In fact, this brand new terminal is just in the process of opening and has a capacity of 22 million passengers per year. Whoops! These sliding doors do not seem to be in operation yet. Have you flown through Addis Ababa's Bole International Airport before? Comment below, I'm curious to hear how your experience was. Now, Addis Ababa is at a high elevation, and therefore this early in the morning it was a chilly 10 degrees Celsius, which is about 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Eventually I found myself on the shuttle to the Beer Garden Hotel. The ride took just a little bit more than 10 minutes. And here is my room. This hotel is centrally located, and here is the view from the balcony. I had a quick shower and then went for breakfast. Now, this stay in the hotel includes 3 meals, all paid for by Ethiopian Airlines. The selection of food was very good. There was both Western as well as local cuisine. I tried a little bit of everything and have to say it was fantastic. But I only have 15 hours here. Let's not waste time in the hotel. I want to go outdoors. I took a collective taxi, which is very common in Addis Ababa, to Meskel Square. This cost me around 3 birr, which is about 10 US cents. Now we are at Meskel Square. This is where the annual Meskel Festival takes place. This is a religious festival in the Ethiopian Orthodox Church, part of which there's a big bonfire in the middle of the square once a year. Hello, dear friends. I am at Meskel Square in the heart of Addis Ababa, and I will go on a 26-kilometer hike that takes me through the city, into the mountains, through some rural village. Now, as a warning, this is not an easy hike. It's about 24 kilometers round trip, which is 15 miles. And in addition, you gain around 700 meters of altitude, which is about 2,300 feet. From Meskel Square, I headed north on Menelik Avenue. The first site is Africa Hall, which belongs to UN as part of an organization that supports economic development in Africa. Next, you can see here on the bottom left the Sheraton Addis Ababa. And as you can see, the road is starting to have a gentle incline. And here is the Ethiopian Parliament building, built in the 1930s. We now continue heading north towards Arat Roundabout. Here you can see the Ministry of Education. Now let's continue walking north on King George VI Street. And here is the famous Addis Ababa University, which is the top university of Ethiopia. I passed by another monastery. As the road was becoming steeper and steeper, we reached the outskirts of the city. And before leaving the city permanently, I passed through a large market. As you can see, there are already very nice views over the city. And before I knew it, I was out in the countryside, sharing the road with goats and donkeys. Ethiopia is divided into 9 states, and we are just now leaving the state of Addis Ababa and entering the state of Oromia, which is the largest state by population. Now, a little bit more than 2 hours into my hike, I entered a small village, which is home to the famous St. Mary Church. But I didn't want to stop yet. It's about 2 more kilometers, or 1.2 miles, to St. Raguel Church, which is in fact the oldest church of Ethiopia. On the way to St. Raguel, I passed through some small villages in the mountains, with markets on the side of the street. We are now on Entoto Mountain, at an altitude of about 300 meters, which is about 10,000 feet. And reaching St. Raguel's church. I rested here for a while. It's a quite strenuous hike from Meskel Square up here, especially if your body is not used to the altitude. I wish I could stay here in the mountains for a few days. The views are perfect, the air is very fresh, and it's such a peaceful atmosphere. I stopped on the way down at a small family-owned shop, and here I met Zinash, who brewed me a fresh Ethiopian coffee. I have to say, this coffee was very strong, but at the same time, I liked it. Thank you, Zinash. Nice to meet you. On my way back down, I passed by another beautiful church. Unfortunately, I don't know the name of this one. When I reached back at Meskel Square, I decided to walk through the city to my hotel, which was not too far, about 45 minutes. And so my quick stopover in Addis Ababa unfortunately had to come to an end. I took a quick shower and dinner at the hotel, and then was dropped back off at the airport and continued my journey to Lebanon. I truly hope to return soon to see more of this beautiful country with very kind people. If you liked this video, then please subscribe and click on the bell so that you get notified when I release future videos. Thank you for watching, my friends. See you next time.